Hey y'all, I'm Wilson. Welcome to my little shop here. Got a big old mess going on. I got a couple different projects I'm working on right now. I'm kind of setting everything up so I can do videos on it as I go. But right now, I'm gonna do a little video on planers. I don't know where everybody's skill level's at. I know there's a bunch of beginners on YouTube watching the videos to learn. So I'm gonna take it like nobody knows nothing, and I'm gonna start and do the very basics. I've even got a little chicken shit drawing here, a little drawing like a side view of the planer, and this little thing over here, that's what we call snipe. When you send the board through and the end of your board gets a little plane down a little further than the rest of your board, that's what we call snipe. I'm gonna go over a little way to kind of reduce that a little bit. The first thing, I'm gonna set y'all on my custom camera stand here and quit spinning y'all around. I know that probably gets a little dizzy. I'm gonna have to watch the first of the video and see what it does to me. Anyway, let's start out here. I got like I say, I got a little chicken shit drawing here. And it is Friday night, so I'm probably going to get a little tongue-tied here. It is after hours, getting late. I'm playing around in the shop. But anyway, like I say, this is our basic planer right here, like a little side view. Center, that would be the blade. Spinning this way, you'd feed in against the blade, so your blade's going to be spinning towards your board as you feed it in. Then you've got your in-feed and your out-feed rollers. And that's just going to be a little rubber roller that catches the board when you first put it in there. That roller catches the board, holds it down, and then pulls the board through. Pulls it through, the blade hits it, planes it down. The next roller catches it, and it pulls it straight through like that. The rollers are motorized, or they're hooked up with a chain. They're usually set up on springs, so they've got a little give to them, so they work just right. Y'all don't need to know all that. Y'all just need to know the basics. That's how it works. All right. Now, when you're looking at snipe, what is going on is you're going past that first roller, and when you go past that first roller, your board is coming up and hitting that blade until that second roller catches it, pops it back down, and lets it roll through. And when it comes through on the other end, if it's sniping on the other end, it's because it's doing the same thing. When it comes off that roller, it's dropping down, chewing the end of the board up till it comes on out. There's a lot of things that can cause it. These springs, like I say, these are held up on springs. If those springs are starting to get wore out, your planer's starting to get wore out, that can add a little to the snipe. If your in-feed table is angled a little down and you're trying to feed it like that, it's going to give you a little snipe. Different things like that, but I'm going to show you how you can feed the board in to kind of reduce a lot of the snipe. So let's get this out of the way. I know everybody probably already knows how that works, so anyway, I just wanted to show everybody just in case there was some beginners that really hadn't seen how a planer works. Maybe y'all hadn't messed with a planer, I don't know. But like I say, I thought it might be interesting, especially for the beginners. Now for me, when I'm using a planer, I do cabinets, I do face frame cabinets. I bring in most of my wood at 13/16 thick. And just however wide the board is, it'll be straight lined on one edge. So I will go through and I'll rip my face frame material up to width. Well, I'll rip it up like this is a piece of 2-inch. I'll rip it up 2 1/8. And then I'll take and I'll plane that down to 2 inches. And I'll plane my thickness down to 3/4 for my face frames. Now if I had money and I had a drum sander, I wouldn't even worry about planing the thickness. I'd make my face frames, I'd run them through the drum sander, it'd take care of all of that. But right now, that's what I'm doing. I don't use a joiner because I don't have boards that I really need a joiner. When you're running a full board, like a full 8-foot board, less than an inch thick, it's kind of worthless to join it. Now, if you're using shorter material or you're using thicker material, a joiner can come really in handy for that. If you join it first and get your board good and flat, that will help reduce snipe because that'll hold it down flat to the table. But what I do, I don't use a joiner. I'm running my material that is always something like this. And to help reduce snipe, let me quit rambling on and just get down to it here. To reduce snipe, to feed it in, what you need to do, you take it, you're on your in-feed table there, put your hand on top, one hand below, set it, lay it down. You can feel when it goes flat. You can feel when it's dead flat on there. Take it, lay it down till it touches, and then you're going to push down and pull up. You're going to push down right here. Before your hand gets to this table, you're going to push down right here and you're going to pull up right here. You're not trying to just force the board down. You're not trying to put all your weight into it. Just a nice firm, push it down, pull it up, let it feed in, let it hit that roller, and just hold it down nice and firm. That keeps it flat to the table. To come out on the other end, you do the same thing. Now, a planer, table saw, anything you've got in the shop, a lot of it has to do with feel, getting the feel for the machine. You can watch videos, you can learn how to do it by reading books, you can do all that, but until you get the feel for the machine, you really don't know what's going on. But like I say, this will help you out. You can set it down on that corner, feel it's flat. You can take it like this, you can feel it. You need to just feel where it goes flat, and then take and lift up and just push down a little bit. If you're up a little high, it's not that big a deal. When it goes to that first roller, you'll feel it set on down. But you need to just hold it up so it keeps that tip down to the table when it goes under. Then when it hits that second roller, it'll hold it on down and go on through. Now most of my stuff I don't even worry about snipe because I'm planing all my stuff long before I cut my parts out. And I'm already gonna burn about 2 inches of that board just to keep the cracks and all that out of it. I'm gonna burn about 2 inches of the board. If the crack goes further in, I'm gonna take even more. So I'm always cutting my snipe off if I do get a little snipe. But sometimes you need to avoid it. That right there, if you try that, it'll help out a lot. A lot of people get on a planer and they think you can just sling the board in and the planer will do all the work for you, which it does. It does, but it's like anything else. If you know what you're doing and you've got the touch for it, you've got the feel for it, you can set that board in there, hold it just where you need it, and you can do it without getting any snipe, as long as your planer is in decent shape. Alright, now I hope I didn't confuse everybody. But I believe that is going to be the end of the video. Like I say, it is Friday night, after hours. And I just wanted to set up to go over that. But right now I'm fixing to turn around and set up for some videos on my other stuff. Like I was telling you on the last video, I'm kind of going to go through the thought process as far as what it takes is how I think it out to do something. This is going to be a neat little project right here, I think. This is the one I'm working on first. But anyway, that's for another video. So I'm going to quit rambling on, and I'm going to end this video. And y'all have a good one. And I sure do appreciate everybody that's watching. If y'all have already subscribed, I sure do appreciate it. If you like the video, go ahead and subscribe because I got a lot more stuff coming out. I appreciate it, y'all.